watch never stops. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
We are back. This is the news today in rock. Was it what you expected? Ozzy Osbourne delivers the final solo performance at Back to the Beginning concert. Ozzy Osbourne took stage for his last ever solo set at the Back to the Beginning concert at Villa Park in Birmingham, England. Today, Saturday, July 5th. The question is, was it what you expected? Let me know. Talk to me. Post your comments down below and let me know you could hear what I'm saying. I'm looking for you in the chat and we'll have a little short conversation on here. I am, first of all, actually shocked. When I saw the videos on YouTube, I was shocked. I was actually shocked. First of all, Tommy Clufetis was on drums playing the big hits from Ozzy's solo career. And I was totally shocked because I am friends with Tommy Clufetis. And he actually called me the other day and I go, "Are you in England?" And he said, "No, he is not." Then I get a phone call, a text from him like 2 in the morning the other night. I go, "Oh, I'm in England. I'm vlogging the show." And he got a little sort of backpedaling and he asked, "Did Dizzy Reed get you in?" I go, "Don't worry about it." But the guy kept it such a secret and such a poker face that he swore up and down he was not there. I am totally shocked because, as you know, Tommy plays with the Dead Daisies too, and they were shocked. They didn't even know where he was at. Nobody knew. So, Tommy, if you're playing poker, you got a great poker face. But as a friend, I don't know if I could trust you anymore because you don't tell me anything. All right, everybody, this is what's going on. Let's talk about this. Who's here? Jack Wilson. All right, man. Thanks for being here. Well, we're going to go over this. I want to know, was it what you all expected? I mean, I saw some videos up here and I have some questions for you guys. That's right. I need to know, Ozzy Osbourne. And as you know, he had a cast of characters back with him with this great show, the Prince of Darkness, who rose from below the stage in a throne, kicked things off with "I Don't Know" tonight, and then he proceeded to perform his best known solo songs, including Mr. Crowley, Suicide Solution, Mama, I'm Coming Home, and he closed it with Crazy Train. Great pick of songs, I have to say. Ozzy's backing band for his final solo performance included Zakk Wylde, drummer, supposedly my friend Tommy Clufetis, on the keyboards, Adam Wakeman, and Alice in Chains bassist Mike Inez, who was a member of Ozzy's band before he joined Alice in Chains. Ozzy's vocals, it sounded strong, and despite the physical setbacks he had suffered over the past several years, he had launched his farewell tour back in 2018, but it only lasted a few months as he experienced one medical issue after another, including a terrible fall at his home in the beginning of 2019, an ongoing battle with Parkinson's disease. Now, this all being said, you got to give it to Ozzy. With a man with all these struggles with health, most of us would quit, and he did look good, and it sounded really good. You can't take that away. Prior to the set, there was to the Back to the Beginning concert. It featured performances by Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Slayer, Tool, Pantera, and more. Now, we all want to know who's the band that got thrown off. My hunch is, I guess Sharon's supposed to say it unless she said it, and I don't know yet, but I think it was Bruce Dickinson or Iron Maiden. Who do you guys think it is? Let's see who's in the comment with me right now. Tara, how was it? I haven't watched any clips yet. It's from what I saw, the Ozzy solo band sounded really good, but you could go, you know what? I want, instead of me telling you guys how it sounded, I want you to tell me. I'll post it up here if you guys are brave enough. And if you're not, I understand. You don't want to offend the Prince of Darkness. There's a lot of bands coming back, and some sound good and some don't. Who do you think sounds really good and should stay of these reunion bands? And who do you think should go? Post it down below. I mean, we have Oasis is back in the saddle. We have Guns N' Roses. They've been back in the saddle for a while. What do you think? Tell me, who do you like and who don't you like? Who has AC/DC? Who has it and who doesn't? Mike M, good to see you here. Iron Maiden are in Madrid tonight for a concert. All right. So, who is the band that Sharon ousted? Let me know. Come on, you guys should know something. Ozzy, as far as I'm looking at my phone right here, I'll show it to you guys here. This is how Ozzy came out on stage. Let's see if I can share this with you. This is on Twitter. Can you see that? Share it with you. You could see Ozzy right there on the chair, rising, waving to the crowd. Okay. And they just rolled him out. At least they rolled him out in style. Not bad. A lot of work over there. And there's the video screen going of all Ozzy's past careers. That's some of the concert right there. So let's see who else is here. First timer right here. Good to see you here. Make sure you subscribe. And I'm having a contest. I'll put all links in the description where you could win Ozzy at $75 from me. Old subscribers, new subscribers, make sure you subscribe to this channel, share it out. I'm going to do, once we get to 30,000, I'm going to give away that book and many others. So let's build the community here. Guns N' Roses should quit. Axel sound bad. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Who else do you think? AC/DC, Guns N' Roses. Who should stay? Who should go? I want to hear from you guys. I mean, you guys are the ones who buy the tickets. Let's see some more videos I have here. Check this one out right here. Here's a video right here. There's some of it. That looks like Zach right there performing. So right now on YouTube, you can see Tommy Clefez, his hand up in the air. That's the signature drum style of Tommy. And that's them jamming out there. All right. So in the meantime, let's post some stuff up here. I mean, there's a lot of Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne solo years too, and the band, a lot of different members in Black Sabbath. They weren't all there because some can't be there and no longer with us. But who do you think should have been recognized at the last final show? What about Bob Daisley? I mean, Bob Daisley did write a lot of the songs. He was part of the Blizzard of Oz band before Ozzy's solo band. I mean, when you go back to history, Black Sabbath got rid of Ozzy and nobody wanted to work with Ozzy. But the Blizzard of Oz was a band. It wasn't Ozzy's solo band. I know a lot of people take this very seriously. And there was a chemistry between the Blizzard of Oz band because they're still performing the songs on stage today. Would it have been cool to either see Bob Daisley up there with Ozzy along with Jakey Lee, because Jakey Lee was not, he played, but he didn't play with Ozzy, which I would have liked to seen. Tell me what you guys would have liked to have seen. Carmine Appice, he was another part of it. You know, he was in the solo band. But Bob Daisley, it would have been great to seen him play. It's funny, Rudy Sarzo was there, but Rudy Sarzo never really played on a record, a studio record. I think he did a live one. You could correct me. But who should have been there? Who shouldn't have been there? If you look at the family tree, if I could post it up really quick in this live form, right here, some of the family tree. And if you could see that, it shows you a bunch of just, it's a huge family tree. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger for me to read it to you here, if you don't mind, really quick, if I could get that. Let's see, who do we got over here? It's hard to see. But in that family tree, there was a lot of people that were a part of the band. And I'm curious what you guys have to say. In my notes that I wrote for you guys, let me scroll down here a little bit. I wrote some notes. All righty. Kind of funny that Tom Morello ended up being the MD, the ringleader for this. So did Tom from Rage Against the Machine have the say who should stay or who should go? I'm very curious about that. Are you guys? I mean, in the family tree, we have that played with Ozzy or Black Sabbath in the past. I mean, come on. Bev Bevrin from ELO. I would have liked to seen him there do something. Or how about, yeah, I mentioned Bob Daisley on bass because he's still with us, thank God. What about Eric Singer from Kiss? He played in a bastard version of Black Sabbath. What do you think? Would have you liked the scene Eric Singer there? Let me know. And there was even one time, this is odd for Black Sabbath. I mean, after Ozzy, they went through a lot of singers. Ronnie James Dio, who's not here with us anymore. Ian Gillan. What about Ron Keogh? Was he important enough? And what happened to him? Would he have been good up there? Would have you liked to seen him? Let me know. There's a lot of people up here. And as bass players, I mentioned Bob. What about Dave Spitz? He was in a version of Black Sabbath without Ozzy. How about Vinny Appice? Great drummer. And who remembers Bobby Rondinelli? Or even Shannon Larkin did a quick thing, a little stunt with them. Or what about from Night Ranger? Was it Brad Gillis? What about that? Man, there's a lot. There's a lot on the family tree, but I'm just shooting my mouth out now and trying to understand how come some of these people were not there. Who knows? Do you? Let's see who's talking to me in the comments. Let's go up here for a second. Let's go. Let's see. Some of the comments. Tara says Bob should be there. Jack, what do you have to say? They should have had it where they should have had a few members from each album join, maybe 2 or so songs. Each would have been cool. Yeah. My question is, whose final show did it better? Black Sabbath or Kiss? That's where I'm going to leave you guys with. I want you to start chatting. Who left it better? Were you satisfied with the end of the road? Were you satisfied with Black Sabbath? Let me know. Well, right now, go on YouTube. If you didn't go to the concert, tell us. You review it and post your comments in the live chat. In the meantime, I am Stefan. I am so happy that you guys are here with me. Let's check out who else is writing with us. Should I be watching this? I haven't seen anything yet. I don't want a downer. You know what? I'm not going to talk bad because I'm going to tell you the truth. From little what I saw of Ozzy's performance, he sounded really good, considering all the situations he has going on. There's a performance of Guns N' Roses doing a Sabbath song. I want your reviews. Do you think Axl sounded good on it? Let me know. In the meantime, supposedly this is the last we'll see of Ozzy and Black Sabbath. So supposedly. So how do we leave the show today? Did Sabbath do it better than Kiss? Who was the band that Sharon ousted? And are you happy with all the guests? There's a lot of people that we forgot about, and I probably didn't mention them all, but these are the things I want to know. Do I have any more notes here that I pulled up here for you? Let's see really quick before I get out here. Let's see. We talked about the ringling. I guess Tom Morello, he was the guy conducting all this. Let's see. Who else do we have here really quick? All right. I mean, some people have mixed opinions. Some people could be really hard on this. I mean, do you think Tom or Zach? Do you think Zach Wild would have been a better music director for this? I don't know. Who else is here? Snowy, good to see you. It started later in the UK. Okay. Well, I know because of legal situations, some people weren't invited, and Sharon holds a grudge to, like Bill Susan on the records, but Phil Susan did co-write "Shot in the Dark." You think he should have been there? I mean, that was a big hit for Ozzy, a big part. I think the people who had something to do with the big songs for Ozzy, they should have been there. That's just my opinion. Yeah, definitely. That's what I think. But you know what? Don't mess with Sharon, I guess, is the moral of the story. All right, everybody. I'm going to get out of here. Zach Wild would have definitely been a better director than Tom. I think so. Ian Gillan, do you think he should have been there? Mike, I agree 1,000%. Okay. And let's see, who else? Who else do we have here? Neil Murray, another one. And let's see. I just came on here really quick. So, do you think Tony Iommi just went with it and just said, "Okay, let"? Do you think Sharon controlled this more than the Black Sabbath band? I don't know. Okay, these are questions we all want to know, right? And I don't have the answers. So you guys post it in the comments and let us know. Make sure you subscribe. I'm going to do this great giveaway. It is July 5th. This is the news in rock. And once again, I would have liked to seen whoever's left of the Blizzard of Oz band, because that was a legendary band. Unfortunately, Randy Rhoads is not here with us. Neither is Lee Kerslake. But Bob Daisley is still here. And you know what? He's an amazing player. And it just would have been nice to see those two guys connect for a final. I mean, in the end, when you go and life is getting to the end of the road, isn't there a time where we just say, hey, I'm sorry with all the bullshit? Let's hug, give the fans what they wanted. Because any fan out there of the Sabbath world, wouldn't you like to see Bob Daisley up there? He did bring you some good music. Together, there was a great chemistry. Can never deny it. But anyway, as far as what I've seen of the show, everything sounded good. What didn't make sense to me is Nuno. I don't know why he was there. Even I'm a huge Rolling Stones fan. I don't know why Ron Wood was there. Were they trying to recreate The Last Waltz from the band? I don't know. That was a good final show, The Last Waltz. And you can catch that movie from Martin Scorsese, the DVD. It's out there, YouTube, and even the album. But I don't know. There was a couple of questions, like Steven Tyler singing. I'm glad he was singing. He sounded great, but it didn't make sense to have that on this. And Anthrax, I never looked at them like a huge band. And it was weird to see Jakey Lee play with a bunch of people that really were influenced by Ozzy, but I would have liked to see Jake play with Ozzy. Actually, it would have been cool to see Jakey Lee, Ozzy, and Bob do a song together with the band. My opinion. What do you guys have to say about this? Let's see who's here. Rest in peace, Eddie Van Halen. He'd have loved this. Sure. Absolutely. Mike, what do you have to say? Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath was great. GNR. All right, there you go. Jack Wilson. Oh, of course he did. It's given. Of course she did. She probably sat there and drank the whole thing. And plus, you could tell about the photos. They weren't even interested. LOL. Jack, good point. Okay, everybody, I am Stefan. I got to get out of here. I want you to make sure you click either here or here for our next episodes. Post your comments. Check out the contest. I'm going to send you, once we get to 30K subscribers, the book, Ozzy at 75. Who loves you, baby? We do. Great to see you guys here today. We'll catch you all later.